to the Good Kraken Show. This is episode 142. I am your host today, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude, and I am joined by the one and only, the so-called LeBron-tage master,
Oh yeah.
DJ Simfix. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Of course, LeBron enthusiast here, resident LeBron enthusiast, LeBron's expert analysis. Welcome
Analysis.
everyone to the Good Kraken. I'm excited to be here. We got some cool news today. We got some cool stuff to talk about today. And yeah.
Hell yeah. How have you been, man? How's your week been? How was playing turbo golf with the boys?
Oh man, turbo golf was fun. We had like the biggest like tech issues, like just starting off for the stream, and man, Arnell was not having it, man. He was over it. But it was fun. It was fun. Week has been good. Doing a lot of stuff. But just staying home, going to the gym. Went to the gym today.
There you go. There you go.
Pump is gone
boy.
already, but it's fine. So my arms don't look as big as they were in the gym lighting and the mirror. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to do that again. I still have 6 weeks.
Yeah, you got the. Yeah.
So
I get you.
We'll see how that goes. Dude, but overall, sounds like it's been a good week. It's been a good week. Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah. How about you, man? What have you been doing this week?
Oh, I just got a bunch of stuff figured out between my doctor and my insurance and all that, and I started interviewing for a new position. So
nice.
Hopefully that pans out. Cross my fingers, because it's work from home and I could greatly benefit from that.
You can definitely work from home, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I
hang
have
out with
the ability
and just chill out. Yeah,
exactly.
Sounds like
I do have easy ways to get distracted. But
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's the only con about working from home is or doing any type of work from home. You're just distracted.
I know.
When you're at your setup, you're like, I could do this.
Yeah, I could go play some multiverses real quick.
Yeah, I could play some some games while I'm in the Zoom meeting. They won't know.
They won't know.
I have a second monitor for a reason. So.
Exactly. I have been thinking about getting a third or just like mounting a big ass TV right above me.
I want a third one up there. Like I feel like the more the merrier when it comes to monitors.
Yeah. I think we're both due for it. And we'll have to do some research and see what we should get.
I definitely need to figure out how I'm gonna make my setup work, because I want to change the camera angle to how you have it, to where it's like in the center,
right in front.
You know what I mean? Like or a little bit above. I think it would look really nice. But
yeah, I like this. It's like I ended up having to split my monitors apart and just put my lighting and everything right there, but it works out pretty good. Animus, redeem hydrate.
Oh, hydrate. What are you drinking? You drinking water?
Just water. Not that strawberry margarita I had.
The Dr. Pepper.
Dark berry.
Dr. Pepper, dark berry.
Dark pepper.
Dark pepper.
I haven't tried that one yet. I'll have to try it. But you know what I did try last night? I had I had some orange cream soda floats.
Ooh, orange cream soda float.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It was fucking great. It was so good. So good. 10 out of 10. That's like the new thing for me. Like when it comes to desserts. Yeah. It's like different kinds of floats. I did a Dr. Pepper cream soda float. That was really good. I think
I've had that before. I've had a root beer float, of course. I think you can't go throughout life without having like one root beer float in your life.
No, not at all.
But Dr. Pepper float was pretty good. If I remember it correctly, yeah.
This was like the Dr. Pepper cream soda too. So it was.
Oh yeah, because because they have the cream one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, and I did a cherry Pepsi one too. That was okay.
Cherry Pepsi.
It was okay. I
haven't had cherry Pepsi. I've had like cherry variations of everything else.
Oh, Animus says
cherry Pepsi.
I was their favorite, but I'm not anymore apparently because of the orange cream soda.
Orange cream soda. I think that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Have you ever had an orange creamsicle?
No, I haven't.
Or like orange cream ice cream or anything?
I think I have orange cream ice cream before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it, but it wasn't like one of my favorite things in the world.
But the orange cream soda float. Yeah. 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 Anyways, we're not talking about soda floats because today this is the Good Kraken podcast and we are talking about pandemonium, delays, and in the best way to put it, I Am Groot. And much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. Give it to me. The sea. Yarg. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us and help us keep pushing out content for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken ! And leaving a review there.
Yeah.
DJ,
You there? What's up?
Yo, we got some captain's orders for everybody here.
We do.
Guys, Ernell, quite some time ago, he made a Pokemon Smasher Pass video. It is on YouTube. Go watch it. It's fucking stupid.
It's hilarious. I was watching through it like while I was doing some work, and he's like, smash, and then like, and he's like, pass. Like, it's just, I love seeing Ernell's reaction when he sees like the next Pokemon come up.
He's just like,
he's like, pass. Like,
when he got the Vaporeon, and immediately he was just like, he like smiled and thought about it. He's like pissed.
He gave it some thought. There it is.
And we also have our newest episode of the Shipwreck Show where we talk about Tommy Lee's penis.
Right, you guys talking about Tommy Lee's penis?
He posted it on Instagram.
Oh yeah. I saw. Yeah.
You saw it? I didn't.
You're right.
I was asleep.
I didn't see it, but like I heard about it. Like I was like, everyone was talking about it. I was like, I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, I wasn't looking for it. I mean, I just couldn't find it.
You sure you weren't looking for it?
It wasn't anywhere in my feed. Of course. Yeah. I wouldn't go looking for something like that.
Well, Ernell did. And he saw it.
Unfortunately, he saw it.
Yeah. No, we talk about that. We talk about monkeypox and how Christianity is the real disease, and yeah. Go check it out. That is the newest episode of the Shipwreck Show, and you can also find that on our YouTube. DJ,
go.
I think it's time we start talking about some new things here. And guys, we are on a limited production right now. Actually, no, we're not, because we're going into the helm. We had some things happen recently, and a lot of things got mixed up. Yeah.
Hey guys, if you have a Windows update, don't do it. Yeah. And if you do, fix all of your audio settings. If you're a content creator, please.
Yeah.
Go through all of your stuff. Get the audio stuff out the way. Because just like yesterday, Devin had run into the same stuff.
Yeah, that's why we were 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Guys, the
blame
helmet.
Windows.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But I mean, you can't live without it, right? I mean, Linux is barely even used. Guys, the helm is where we gather some news stories throughout the week, and we let you guys all know about what we think is important to know about. DJ, could you get this first story going for us?
Yeah, I got you, Devin. Kung Fu Panda 4 announced, set sets for 2024 release date. Wilson Chapman in Variety. So the film, which is slated for a March 8th, 2024 release, will be the first film in the Kung Fu Panda franchise since 2016, when the DreamWorks animation series concluded a planned trilogy. The film's focus on Po, played by Jack Black, an excitable panda bear living in a fantasy version of ancient China. In the first film of the franchise, released in theaters in 2008, Po is chosen to become the Dragon Warrior, prophesized Kung Fu Master. Over the course of the film and its two sequels, Po trains under the wise Master Shifu and overcomes his doubts to grow into a capable hero, defeating several dangerous foes and eventually reuniting with his long-lost birth parents. Beyond the release date, no information about the fourth film in the franchise has been announced. Aside from Black, other cast members from the original trilogy included Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, Jackie Chan, Lucy Liu, David Cross, and James Hong. Jonathan Abel and Glenn Berger wrote the screenplays for all three films in the original trilogy, while Melissa Cobb served as the lead producer. John Stevenson and Mark Osborne directed the first film, while Jennifer Nelson helmed the two sequels, the latter of which she co-directed with Alessandro Carloni. So, Devin,
were you a Kung Fu Panda fan?
Kung Fu Panda 4. I enjoyed the movies. I watched 1 and 2. I forgot what 3 was about. I don't think I've watched 3.
I've watched the first one, and I don't even remember what it's about.
It was a long time ago. I
feel like this wasn't an Ernell story.
2008.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like this was an Ernell story.
Ernell's our Kung Fu Panda. He's our Po.
Yeah, he's our Po. I mean, it does have a pretty huge cast, though. I mean, Dustin Hoffman,
like, reading
Angelina
the names,
Jolie.
It's like these are some big hitters. Like, somehow they got all these people in one studio to voice act over kung fu fighting animals and insects.
Yeah, the David Cross one gets me.
yeah, that one gets me too. Jackie Chan, I think he plays Mantis. No. Right?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh no, he plays the monkey. He plays the monkey. And then like Mantis is one of the other ones.
Yeah.
I forget. I honestly I remember feeling good about those movies when I watched them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been so long since I watched these movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know it was always an enjoyable experience watching them. So,
yeah.
I mean, it seems like from this article might be a different like director, like production.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's still gonna be DreamWorks, right? It was DreamWorks that did it.
I mean, yeah, it'd still be DreamWorks, but I don't know. This article doesn't tell us much besides that it's set for release in 2 years from now. March 8th though. That's like, so they have it set.
Yeah.
For a date in 2024. Usually like when it's like 3 years out, it's just the year, or like just March 2024.
Yeah.
But I guess they plan on March 8th specifically.
We'll see. It'll probably be subject to another delay eventually,
It maybe. I'm excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll probably forget about it until it like comes out with a trailer like in 2023 or something. But it could be cool seeing like maybe like updated animation. Now technology has progressed since 2008. Like just like we've seen with like, Marvel, like CGI and stuff like that, or like, stuff like Poe might get like realistic fur follicles, hair follicles, or whatever. Might see that more.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might be cool.
Just better animation and stuff like that.
So the fact that it's Kung Fu Panda 4, like, I guess they're still building on that story, like maybe the same characters. I feel like at this point you would like reboot it. No.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. Again, I'm not the biggest and most knowledgeable person when it comes to Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
But something that I am actually kind of stoked for there's this game that got delayed, but the game is Nightingale has been delayed to add Unreal Engine 5 support, and this is coming from Ryan Leston over at IGN. A statement from developer Inflection Games posted to Twitter revealed that Nightingale has been delayed until early 2023 in order to upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. Unfortunately, no specific release date has been set. We've made the very difficult decision to delay Nightingale's early access release to the first half of 2023, Inflection revealed. We'll have more news on specific timing at a later stage. This first is an upgrade to Unreal Engine 5, the studio revealed. After reviewing the potential Unreal Engine 5 has to offer, we decided on upgrading now rather than waiting until after release. Secondly, Inflection Games is committed to delivering the best possible experience and fulfilling the promise of what Nightingale's universe of realms has to offer other players. To achieve that, the additional time will allow the team to make key improvements, bolster content, and polish gameplay. Although a new release date has not been set, we can expect Nightingale to debut in early 2023. Have you seen the trailers for this game?
I think I was watching it with you guys like in the stream when they were like announcing this game or like the upcoming games. I think it was the Game Award. It was either Game Awards or Summer Games Fest. Like, is one of those. Um, and it looked pretty clean. We were all like, "What is this game? Like, what? Like, we thought it could be a sequel to something, but it was a new IP." And we're like, "Dang! Like this game looks pretty cool." And it looked pretty good without Unreal Engine 5. I thought it was on. I thought like every game that was being shown, almost every game was being shown was on Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
But now, I like this move. I think I like this move.
The game looks really cool. I like how it has like the first person aesthetic to it. And it's just like it has like that almost like Western meets like colonial meets like Lovecraftian like kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, I like the style of it. It's nice. I like the concept. Like just looking at it, like the first person views in the trailer and stuff, it looks like, yeah, like it's a mix of colonial and Victorian. Like it's like, yeah, it looks super cool. I think it's a game I would thoroughly enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play the crap out of this game.
And I think all of us at Good Kraken, we'd all love to play it together. Like,
oh yeah,
Splash Damage would go crazy with this game.
Oh yeah, this will be a probably a mainstay on Splash Damage for quite a while. We're gonna build our own Good Kraken city, and we're gonna defend it from all these creatures. Yeah, the like giants look nuts. The giants look so nuts in that game.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm surprised this isn't on Unreal Engine 5 already. Like, it looks so clean.
I can't imagine what it's gonna look like when it's on.
Yeah, it might even look better, man. Our new graphics cards are not gonna handle what they're gonna throw at us. But hopefully, maybe it's more of like a technical thing, like with the engine support. Like maybe they're like they said they're adding some key improvements and bolster content. So maybe some features that they were promising us with the trailers might get flushed out even more. So I kind of like this move, and I'm excited. So hopefully this pushback, I don't know how much they can do in the coming months, like improving the game wise. Said early 2023, might see release in March probably.
I'm thinking February. February.
Maybe late February, early March. That's what I'm guessing. But if it comes a little earlier, then yeah, like I think this will be a great game to play.
Yeah, will you play this game day one?
It looks like a game I'd play day one for sure. I need to see more. I think once they get that Unreal Engine 5 support, like embedded in there, and like they're like releasing stuff, hyping the game up, and we get to see a little bit more, then I'll probably be on the train to be like, yeah, I'm getting this day one.
I know Garrick is gonna be day one on this game, but yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get a solid release date here soon.
Yeah, Animus says, "Is it a story mode game?" No, it's a well. You can play it solo, but you play with friends. It's like kind of like a survival game.
Yeah, kind of like a survival RPG.
Right?
Yeah.
Survival. Yeah.
Yeah. Survival
Cooperative
RPG.
game. Yeah.
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 And I don't know how big of groups you can play in or if it's MMO yet. I don't think.
Kind of like Rust, right?
Yeah. I don't
Kind of
know.
the game kind of like.
But with like a bunch of crazy creatures and
Yeah,
stuff
crazy.
like
It's
that
like
and
more stuff.
crafting.
It's like, yeah, I think like with that style, like what they're going for, I think they have more freedom to design like some cool shit to come up with it, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that game. DJ, why don't you hit him with the next one?
So our next story up. The Batman 2 still hasn't been greenlit by Warner Bros. It's from Kofi Outlaw comicbook.com. As details of big changes to the DC Films franchise under the new Warner Brothers Discovery merger continue to shake out, it looks like the Batman sequel isn't as sure of a thing as when the Batman 2 was first announced publicly when the during the DC Warner Brothers panel at CinemaCon 2022. In latest report from Variety, we're now hearing that writer-director Matt Reeves is on track for a sequel with star Robert Pattinson, but the project remains in development and does not yet have a green light. Any future film is years away. Back in the spring of this year, Warner Bros. Pictures Group chairman Toby Emmerich told the CinemaCon crowd something quite different about the Batman sequel. Matt took one of our most iconic and beloved heroes and delivered a fresh vision that clearly resonated with audiences, and with your incredible support, shattered box office records around the world. Which is one of the reasons I'm excited to break the news that Matt, Rob Pattinson, and the whole team will be taking audience back to Gotham with the Batman 2, Emmerich stated.
I'm here for it.
That's
That was a
crazy.
great movie.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed Batman. I think it was a nice take. Yeah, like you said, like the vision of it, bringing that to the screen. It was exciting. Haven't been excited about a DC film in God knows how
It's
long.
literally like one of the best DC films ever made.
Yeah, it's like when DC hits, it hits like home runs. It
Mm-hmm.
hits a nuke. You know, and but it still hasn't been greenlit, which is I'm surprised because of the whole merger thing that we were talking about last shipwreck show, um, and how it's affecting like some or not the yeah that merger and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it I'm surprised it hasn't been greenlit. I feel like you would greenlight that like straight away, right?
Yeah, I mean, for there to be like a sequel with like to carry on that story that they were
Hmm.
telling, especially
Yeah,
with like Penguin and like with that deleted scene that
yeah,
they put on YouTube and everything that they introduced.
right.
Um, yeah, it's probably going to be a while before we get this, if we get this, because I mean, one would only think that that merger with between Warner Brothers and Discovery Plus is actually is what's causing the delay in this, because we've gotten tons
Yeah,
of cancellations. We're still like waiting to see what they're going to do about the Flash movie because of Ezra's problematic ass. They canceled
yeah.
Batgirl already.
They're canceling everything. It's like you would think like one of the things you would keep your biggest like money maker, one of the biggest money makers in Batman, like a world recognized like superhero through comics and films and whatnot, that you would want to green light this straight away, or at least like yeah, like green light it, because like it's a no brainer to me. Like if I was a businessman up in WB or Discovery or whatever the hell,
Mhm.
I would be like, yeah, sign them off right now. Like let's get a sequel going like in the next 2 years. Like
Maybe
something.
maybe the issue they're having now is like, we do know that they're trying to make a 10-year plan for the DCEU to be similar to like the way that Marvel does things, how everything's interconnected and stuff like that. So maybe they're just trying to figure out what Batman they want to use, because I know that we're getting Ben Affleck in some stuff as Batman
Mm,
again. We're getting Batflick. Not that he's my favorite, but I just know that
yeah,
that's happening. So maybe they're just struggling with their own continuity between characters and film
yeah.
styles. and what they want to
Animus
use.
says they really want that musical to come out
I
first.
fucking don't want that. Like, if they're gonna do that musical, then they have to do the Batman 2 or whatever it
Yeah,
ends up
that's
being
what I'm
called.
saying. Like,
You
I
know,
feel like as much as I want, like, I'm curious about that musical, it's probably gonna flop. It's probably gonna be like, one of the biggest flops. People hear
Mm,
musical and they get turned off immediately.
but that also brings in
Like,
a whole other crowd.
yeah, but like, I don't know. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I feel like the musical crowd, like they expect like, you know, pretty like they have a like their own like tropes and stuff. Like they know like what they're getting when they see a musical. But like,
Hmm.
will they actually want to go see a Joker musical? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, trying to like you're in the freaking meeting room in the big idea room. You're like, what if we took the Joker and it made a musical, put it together, sell it? Like, I don't- it just seems like they just like, they just try to put these two things together and they're just putting it out. I don't know. Uh,
I'm I'm so indifferent about that idea.
yeah.
The only like redeeming factor is the fact that they have the words musical and Lady Gaga in it. But
Yeah.
then at
Yeah,
the
that's
same
true.
time, it's Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and I don't see her being Harley Quinn. We already have
She
the
might kill it. I don't
perfect.
know.
We already have the
Yeah, they do.
perfect DC Harley Quinn. We have Margot Robbie, and she
Yeah.
fucking
Margot
kills it.
kills it with Harley. Yeah.
Yeah, like we already
So
have
I don't
that.
know. I have no clue.
You know, hopefully they figure it out. Well,
Hopefully.
moving on to our next story here. There was a THQ Nordic digital showcase, and I do happen to have the list up of everything that was announced. So I'm going to read these going down the list here for everybody. So we are getting a new Alone in the Dark video game. It is a brand new Alone in the Dark survival horror game is on the way, developed by Pieces Interactive and the writer of Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and Soma. Alone in the Dark is a love letter to the original Alone in the Dark, telling a brand new story in this southern Gothic horror. I'm actually kind of stoked about that. I played this game on PC, the original one, and it was a point and click game. I played that
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
I played a little bit of it as well. I was too too young at the time, and plus like I'm just a chicken. So
Mhm.
when it comes to stuff like that, but I'm glad it's getting a new game. I think the concept of it's really cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm stoked on that. I'll definitely probably like give it a try. I just like horror games. Horror games are fun. We also had a new game announced called Tempest Rising, a new real-time strategy game utilizing next-gen graphics and RPG elements. Take up arms in the war between the GDF and Tempest Royal Dynasty. Battle and campaigns set on highly detailed planets and control your troops while making decisions that will affect the outcome of war. So this is like a StarCraft or Halo Wars or like the
Yeah,
original
real time
Warcraft
strategy.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those games. I'm actually pretty. This actually piques my interest a little bit. I really liked uh Ubisoft's. I think it was Ubisoft's foray into the RTS genre
Hmm.
with what was it, End War, right?
Yeah.
End War. I thoroughly enjoy, like, it was like one of the first like RTS games for console.
Hmm.
And so this kind of gives me that similar vibe. Um, it seems like it's like a sort of futuristic war, between two factions and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I dabble in a little bit of the RTSs, so
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
interested.
still like turn on Halo Wars every now and then.
Halo
Uh,
Wars was pretty good too.
yeah, I
I
like it.
that's like
I still have it like installed on my Xbox and PC.
I
Um,
love strategy games. I just can't, my brain, and like I make stupid decisions all the time, and like it amplifies in strategy games. Like when
yeah.
I play XCOM, oh man, like
Oh yeah.
all my whole party's dying.
Yeah.
Uh,
I see one of my favorite games was Final Fantasy Tactics. So
mm,
that was like chessboard real-time strategy. But yeah, we'll have to see how it pans out. Animus in chat says, I'm really excited to see the new generations of games, especially indie games, because I honestly thought Stray would be trash. Yeah, me too.
A lot of people did. But now it's a pretty beloved game.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I also just recently played a new indie game called Trek to Yomi. Beat that. That was really cool. Yeah. It's like it's a short, like probably like 6 hour, maybe 4 to 6 hour samurai revenge story, all like Kurosawa mode style, black and white.
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah, and now I was like, the name rings a bell, and then you described it. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
that game looks cool. That game looks cool.
Another game that got announced is Recreation. It is a new arcade racer from ex-developers of games like Burnout and Need for Speed. Recreation allows you to create the track of your wildest dreams, all in a massive sandbox. Build your track with friends online and then prepare to race, crash, and drift through your massive creation.
This is just Hot Wheels and Burnout.
Yeah. Yeah, but they did.
What this looks like.
They just did a big Hot Wheels update with Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, but with Forza, it's all like controlled and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I feel like with this, it's like you create your own tracks. Of course, you can create your own courses in Forza, but it's not like a Forge. You know what I mean? It's not like Halo Forge where you can create fucking big things, or it's GTA courses where you can make loop-de-loops and shit like that. But I think this is what it's trying to appeal to. Also, that's a great name. that's a pretty
Recreation.
Recreation. I'm surprised no one else has taken that.
Do you remember that game Grid, where it was like cars but Mario Kart?
Yes.
I need some of that in my life. If they put anything like that in this game, then that's what will make me go, yes, let's do it. Do it.
It seems cool. I think it'd be interesting to play. Probably a great splash damage game if we ever get down to if it's actually a decent game.
I'm gonna start burning through these because there is a lot here. We have a new gameplay trailer for Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. Reprobed continues to show off how impressive the full-on remake is with a new gameplay trailer. And everything is remastered from its chaotic gameplay and crazy visuals. I actually want to play this game. It is co-op too. It is a co-op game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Yeah.
So that's going to be really fun. There is a Gothic remake trailer that was released. THQ continues its remake streak with Gothic, a reimagining of the original 2000s action RPG set out in this medieval fantasy world in a new medieval cinematic trailer. So that is Gothic Remake. Go check that out if that sounds interesting. We have Jagged Alliance 3 gameplay revealed. This is the sequel to the classic Jagged Alliance series. Play as a band of mercenaries in this top-down strategy game in an African war zone. It sounds like it's going to be kind of similar to Wasteland. Or Pillars of Eternity or something like that, where it has that isometric.
Definitely sound like that.
Yeah. Outcast 2 story and gameplay trailer. The sequel to the cult classic adventure game Outcast 2 promises a vast and strange alien planet players can explore and defend in this unexpected sequel. I don't think I ever played the first one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the first one either.
Another game that just got a gameplay trailer is Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. Command your armies across Europe in this new gameplay trailer for Knights of Honor 2.
Strategy games. A lot of strategy and adventure games.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice change up,
for sure.
SpongeBob Cosmic Shake story and gameplay trailer. THQ showed off its new gameplay trailer for SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake in a new 3D platformer set in the SpongeBob universe. The Valiant is another medieval action gameplay game grand strategy game set during the Crusades. So
there's a lot of medieval fantasy like strategy games
yep.
coming out here.
And the final one is Way of the Hunter. Um,
Hunting game.
yeah, a hunting game. THQ revealed its highly detailed animals that you'll be hunting in a hunting sim. Way of the Hunter. Yeah.
Seems cool. I feel like we should all buy it and play as like a big meme.
It's a big
Hunt
meme.
deer. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll hunt some
Jesus.
boar.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
brother, you got the duck
Brother.
whistle.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just realized something, y'all. So our sound is really messed up, and usually I would run a ad placement for you guys right about now. But since the sound is messed up, I am going to personally tell you guys to go check out Glide mouse pads and get yourself a new mouse pad where you can use the code Kraken, Kraken, for 15% off any size you choose. I have the small one, and it's still this big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big for a small.
Yeah, but it is liquid resistant, which is really nice because there's a couple times where I like accidentally spilt some water and it just goes off and doesn't even absorb it or anything, which is really nice.
Wait, it just like beads off? Like,
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then it's just super smooth and it feels really good to move my mouse across. I definitely recommend it. And if you need a new battle rug, that's the one to get, y'all.
Sure.
Our second sponsor is none other than Rogue Energy. Y'all look thirsty? We can fix that. Get yourself some Rogue Energy. I'm a big fan of their cherry lime flavor. I actually just ran out.
Watermelon is amazing. If you can get watermelon,
the watermelon one slaps too.
Watermelon slaps, man.
Yeah, I love it. You just you put it in your little Rogue Energy. You give it a little shaky dakey.
The shakers are cool too. Yeah.
You put a little ice in that shit. So good. But yeah, definitely hit them up. You got the links in chat. Get 10% off anything in the store when you use our code. But yeah, those are our sponsors today. Sorry we don't have a big video reveal like usual, but you can thank Windows Update for that.
Fucking Windows.
Yeah, fucking Windows, dude. We are moving through this today.
We are.
So I think we have a little bit of time to talk about, one thing we've been playing or watching. So we are going to move straight into it. And we are actually going to do a short hands on deck segment for all y'all today on our review episode.
Indeed.
DJ, is there anything that you've been playing and or watching that you'd like to talk about today?
Well, I recently started this show called The Sandman on Netflix.
I've been interested in that.
Yeah, I heard I was watching it with a friend of mine, and it seemed interesting. Of course, it's playing off of the Sandman, like like myth in different cultures and stuff like that, and it really expands on this like the fantasy of it, the fantasy aspect. Episode 1, we watched the first and second episode. Episode 1 kind of course, I think with a lot of shows kind of starts slow, but it does get actually progressively interesting throughout episode 1. And it definitely, you're definitely at the end of it, you're like, I kind of want to know more about this world. They definitely open it up to you to where like, okay, like we're stepping in different points in time, and it's like, what aspects are, how does this control every aspect of life and stuff like that. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting for sure. I haven't watched enough to really give my like thoughts on it, but my first impressions, it's very interesting for sure. In terms of games, just Valorant and multiverses, and that's it. That's basically it. Just playing those games. I'm just working on so much stuff. I haven't had the time to like explore any other games.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
What are you, Devin?
I've been playing a lot of multiverses too, as you know. Like I've been nerding out on that. Um, I got into for like 2 days. I got into the top 7% of the population with win streaks. But I know I'm no longer there anymore. I haven't played enough the last like 2 days. But yeah,
Sure.
I've been playing multiverses a lot, and I've actually started playing as Shaggy. Shaggy is OP.
Shaggy is one of my favorite characters just to watch because like it's like I said last time about multiverses, like I love that they play into that meme of Shaggy, like the memes that went around like a
Mhm.
year or two ago, like Shaggy only using like 2% of his power and stuff
Mhm.
like that. He's like going Super Saiyan as a special power up.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I love how they play into that.
I love how like there's banter between the characters, and like
Yeah.
Superman is always like talking to Shaggy like, I gotta show you how to control your power better, you're gonna hurt somebody. It's like
Yeah, the banter, like it's definitely it's multiverse is such a fun game. It's like they
Mhm.
definitely put some time and effort to really like flesh out this type of game. It wasn't like an
Mhm.
actual just like cop out like, oh, let's just throw all these characters in and
Mhm.
just let it ride like with
And
Nick All Stars.
yeah.
But
Yeah. And not only that, it's free to play too. And
it's
they
free to
got all
play.
the like the cartoon and animated voice actors, like of all these
Mhm.
characters, have come back to voice their
Besides
characters.
LeBron James.
Besides LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron didn't voice LeBron, which is, I mean, the guy who voiced LeBron does a good job of voicing LeBron, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's still not LeBron.
But other
But
than
I
that,
said
everything else,
animated
everyone else is.
series, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would want LeBron. He can act. We've seen Space Jam too, right?
Can he
Kind of.
act?
He can.
Can he?
He acted like he wanted to be in Cleveland for a long time.
Oh man. Oh. Got them basketball jokes on
uh,
deck, you know.
yeah.
But outside of that, I've just been kind of like rotating through a backlog and like trying to beat some games. I'm at the end of the Outer World, so I'm trying to beat that. I'm playing through Cyberpunk. And speaking of
Oh yeah.
backlogs, I actually finally started a TV show that I'm surprised I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
We started watching Westworld last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
Westworld.
and I haven't watched that
How's
show yet,
that?
which is crazy because it has such a good concept. And I'm starting from the very beginning. So we watched the first 2 episodes. So the idea is there's this park, right, that is like a role
Mhm.
play reality simulation thing, but like for old
Ah,
Western times. And they have all these androids that they made lifelike. They feel lifelike. They bleed lifelike. They have lifelike structured bones that could break and
right.
stuff, but they're still androids and they're all programmed and stuff like that. And the people pay money to go stay at the park and live out, their Western fantasy, whether it be cowboy, bandit, horse keeper, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And the story is about the people running it, and then the androids, some of them start to become self-aware and figure things out and stuff like that. And park visitors get mixed in with it, and it just goes from there. I'm only a couple episodes in. This show has already been accommodated and like very well received. It's on HBO Max. So I'm looking forward to actually going through, because I'm pretty sure we have like 3 or 4 seasons to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of watching to
Yeah.
do, for
So,
sure.
yeah.
A lot of cuddling up,
Hmm.
watching Westworld.
Yep. Yeah. And, the
For
episodes are
sure.
like an hour long each. It's good
Yeah.
production. It's got good cast. Jeffrey Wright is one of the main characters. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
And I always forget the actor's name, but the guy who played Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see. I'm looking up his name. He's really good too. Anthony Hopkins is also in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's rad. And you've seen Sonic, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's the guy who plays like the cop, the dad? Um,
Uh,
why do I not see him in the casting list? Wow, there's a lot of people. Why didn't it didn't show him? What the heck? um, but yeah, the guy who's the dad in that movie is also
mm,
in it as well as one of the
yeah.
androids. So but yeah, it's a good show so far. I look forward to watching it, and I will give more updates as I like finish a season. So I'll just give like a quick recap of like season 1 and 2 and stuff like that, and hands on deck. So,
Gotcha.
but other than that, it's pretty good. So with that being said, it's time to move into our next segment. Well, y'all better protect your neck because we're going to be at the gallows.
The
The
gallows.
gallows.
The gallows.
The gallows. Today, we are talking about a little mini short series that was released on Disney Plus. And we
Featuring
are
a mini
reviewing,
short dude.
yeah, for a very mini short dude. And we are talking about I Am Groot today. Released August 10th, 2022, directed and created by Kirsten Lepore. The budget is currently unknown. There is no box office, and there is 5 episodes, and the runtime of each episode is only 3 to 5 minutes. So this is like less than one
Yeah.
Game of Thrones episode here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All episodes add up to like one ad break, I swear.
Yeah, yeah. In an additional 5 shorts will be released by the end of 2022 as well. So continuing on some trivia here, Kirsten Lepore is an American animator best known for her stop motion short films like Sweet Dreams, Bottle, and Move Mountain. From 2014 to 2015, she worked on an episode of the American cartoon series Adventure Time entitled Bad Juvies, serving as a writer, storyboard artist, and director. The episode eventually aired on January 14th, 2016 to critical acclaim. Voice cameos that are worthy of note are the original voice actors Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper for the titular characters Groot and Rocket, including Trevor Duvall, who voices Rocket in the Guardians of the Galaxy animated show, and Hot Dog in Crypto, the Superdog, and James Gunn himself voicing the watch Groot is wearing as a headlamp in Groot's Pursuit. The music was written by Danielle Lupi, an Emmy-nominated film television composer that has worked with the likes of Depeche Mode, Gnarls Barkley, John Legend, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So yeah, just some interesting little facts there.
That's super cool. I did
DJ,
not know that.
what are your thoughts on I Am Groot? You know, tell me what you thought about it.
I was just confused. I'm confused about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel. Because on one hand, watching it, animation's really clean. It's crisp. It's like you're watching it like it's realistic. Like it looks realistic to the point where it's like I can tell this is like animation in a
Mhm.
sense. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like it's so much detail in it. I am indifferent about Groot as a character. Uh, I you know I like him in Guardians of the Galaxy and like everyone else does, but I'm not like obsessing over Groot.
Yeah.
So and it also these are 5 shorts,
Mm.
barely 5 minutes. The only reason it's 5 minutes is because of the 2 minute credit scene.
Yeah.
Like is so basically it's 3 minutes an episode, 3 to 4. Um, and I don't know what I gain from this from watching it. Like,
Mhm.
Devin? What do you feel like you gained from watching Groot? I Am Groot.
I
These
mean,
shorts.
it had no value to the MCU at all. Like this,
Yeah.
like in total, there's like no overreaching story or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, to tell you the truth, it took me like 3 tries to watch this stuff. Cause
Really?
yeah, cause like I always like was putting it on like late at night and like just immediately sucking. But
Really?
yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was really annoyed that like all the shorts were individualized and didn't just play back
Yes,
to
that
back.
was yeah, that confused me. Like when I went to go watch it, I was like, "Is this it? Am I watching the right thing? Is it not 5 episodes?" I had
Yeah.
to Google what episodes were what, and just to make sure I'm watching the right thing for this
Yeah.
review. I I don't know what like I get it. Like Groot's a cool character. A lot of people like Groot, think he's cute, right? And if you're a big fan of Groot, I guess you're gonna love these shorts. But I feel like even if you are a fan of Groot and you want to see more of him or of Groot, you would I feel like you feel disrespected for just it being shorts. Like
Yeah.
these are things that you would play like in between like episodes of an actual show.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, or at the end of every episode, there's a little Groot short, right?
Yeah.
You know?
And you know,
So, yeah. Go
it's
ahead.
it's I see you guys calling it a cash grab. I don't see how this is a cash grab when this is just straight released to Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
they straight
Uh,
released it.
yeah. Um I will say it had some kind of funny moments though, you
Yeah,
know.
it's funny.
Yeah, it
Or
had
it's
some
like
comedic
cutesy
mode.
funny. You
Yeah,
know,
it's like a
I
kid
would be
show.
kind of pissed if it wasn't. Yeah.
It's a kid show. That's ultimately what it is.
It's not even,
It's a
it's a
little
kid
dark
short.
though.
Like,
It's a little dark. It's
a
like
little
dark
bit.
humor.
I was thinking in my head, this is what I imagine like raising kids is like raising little toddlers. Like I feel like all little toddlers are capable of evil, like because they don't know, and they just like because like when he freaking that one scene uh where like I think what was it, like the little people in the hole,
Oh yeah,
like on the second one, like his face, like I'm like that's why I imagine a toddler would think, like just wanted to like like destroy it or like use it for his like
yeah.
it is kind of dark. It is, but it was funny. Yeah, I don't know.
I
That's what I'm
like the
saying. I don't know
airlock
how to
scene.
feel.
I like the airlock
Yeah,
scene. That was pretty good.
yeah,
That was really good
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. That airlock scene was really
I am
funny.
Groot.
That, it's funny. It does. I guess it does its job, but I can't help but feel confused. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't like how the way they rolled this out, the way they presented it. You know, like how are we supposed to take it? You know, like they're
Hmm.
not telling us, like they just gave up all the shorts for us, and we're just supposed to be like, well, I guess we gotta watch it. You know?
I think like timeline wise, it's like between Guardians 1 and Guardians 2, you know,
Hmm.
because like at the end of Guardians 1, they regrow him from a little sapling, you know.
Yeah.
So
So I guess
I think
maybe you
it
could watch it in between, like you know, you watch like if you never watched Guardians of the Galaxy before, you
mhm,
watch the first one, and then like you palate cleanse with the Groot shorts, and then you move to
Guardians
Guardians
2.
2.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the purpose of this, I guess.
Mhm.
But
So
you know,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just like it's obviously aimed at kids, 100%
Yeah, for sure.
aimed at kids, and that's not a bad thing. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's not a bad thing at all.
And
Maybe it's
I
like
look
something you could put on for your kids and you could watch it because like
exactly.
there's some things where you can like as an adult you're like, okay, yeah,
Mhm,
that's funny, you know, like
mhm,
the cool little joke for the parents out there.
mhm.
But they did say additional 5 shorts coming up, so I guess like maybe this is like they're releasing this as like I guess a test,
Yeah.
like if people
Maybe
want
like
this.
this is like baby Groot, you know, and maybe the 5
Mhm.
shorts we get later, maybe they end up being like teenage Groot, and it's just kind of like showing like little like underarching stories for Groot that are leading up to Guardians 3, because apparently in Guardians 3 he's supposed to be like back at adult Groot.
Yeah, full Groot form.
Yeah, because he's been like teenage Groot in Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah,
But do you have a rating for it?
I'd say I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. You
Yeah.
know, like I just because I don't know how to feel about it. I
Mm-hmm.
do enjoy it. It's a fun watch for for the 10 minutes you spend watching. Um, I didn't feel like my 10 15 minutes was wasted. Um, so I yeah, I gave it like a 6.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
would you give it?
Um, I'll give my rating here in just a second. Ernell wrote in a very
Oh yeah.
detailed review here. This is coming from our very own Screamin' Polynesian, Ernell Pearson. Um, and his I Am Groot review goes: I Am Groot is an adorable 5-piece that stands to echo on James Gunn's incredibly well-written humor and culmination of incredible stories we've gotten to have with his outrageous chapter of the Marvel story. In a modern day gargantuan Marvel Cinematic Universe, I Am Groot does little for the franchise as a whole. However, these shorts reflect on a more dark and twisted side of the little guy that we've only gotten to experience a small number of times before although the call to reintroduce a character we fell in love with so long before is certainly a strange one. Marvel makes the message loud and clear. Here's your last chance to smile before we rattle the cage a bit. Overall, the shorts felt a bit underwhelming with some hilarious moments scattered throughout. Those moments found a way to resonate the most when showcasing Groot's inner psychopath, and that alone made this collection worth the time. More frequent pieces of looking glass content is something that feels so foreign in a bewildering and expansive current day MCU that it almost comes down like a cold glass of bourbon that is always more than welcome. I Am Groot gets a
Mm,
6.5 out of 10 from Ernell Pearson.
I agree. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with what he says there. Like I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he sums up what I said like way more eloquently than
Yeah.
I
No,
put it.
it was underwhelming. It didn't have like a big, it didn't have any story to the MCU, but it really showed off, the
Yeah.
darkness that is inside Groot. I mean,
Yeah,
everything from
Groot and
wiping out
the
a
animation was really
civilization
yeah.
to,
And doesn't I was gonna ask when Rocket came on screen, did
Mhm.
he look a little weird to you
Well, he was
when he
like
started
fully
talking?
animated,
Yeah,
it wasn't like the real
like
life
this.
stuff that
Yeah,
they do.
CG. Yeah,
Yeah, he was fully CG, but it was Bradley Cooper doing the voice though.
it was Brad. It was doing the voice, so that's why it felt a little off. Like just seeing him
Mm.
fully animated and doing the voice for it.
Mm.
So I think it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
With the full animation, he looks like an actual raccoon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So.
excited for Guardians 3, and we also are getting a Guardians holiday special too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got more Guardians content coming out too
Mhm.
beforehand, and we did just see a glimpse of them in Love and Thunder as well. When I say glimpse, they're in the movie for like 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes. So yeah. But yeah, I would also give I Am Groot a 6.5, and that's only because when the show got that dark humor, it really hit with
It
me.
really shines.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really hit. Like I was all about it.
Mhm.
I lost it on the airlock, dude. Lost it on that so
that one, that whole episode was like, I was like, it's this build up, and then like, I think that was my favorite short because like the build up of
Mm.
it, um, to like the little bubble guy, and then like just you guys haven't watched it, like it just takes like 5 minutes. Watch that episode. It's just I think it's
Groot's
episode 3,
pursuit.
right?
Groot's
Groot's
Pursuit.
Pursuit. Groot's Pursuit. Watch that one. And that one's hilarious.
I just
also
love
like
the I Am Groot.
the mud bath one. Yeah, I am. I like the mud Groot takes a bath or whatever.
The end of that episode.
The freaking bird. I like the freaking bird.
Yeah, it's like a bird squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool looking. Like it has a really cool design.
Mm-hmm.
Really sick. But
yeah. I give it a 6.5 as well. I with that being said, Good Kraken's official review score of the first 5 shorts of I Am Groot is a 6.5 out of 10. It was funny, but very lackluster in substance.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Consensus 6.5 out of 10.
Yep. Yeah. Not LeBron, not 10 out of 10 worthy.
No,
sorry.
If LeBron, if Groot turned into LeBron, it would have been a 12 out of 10 for sure.
Or if LeBron was just in it.
Yeah. Or like just made a cameo.
Yeah.
You know.
Like even just him like playing basketball on a TV or something, you know.
Maybe LeBron in the credits probably would have boosted it to like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Just him in the credits. Well, guys, I am going to go over our schedule for this next week here. Tuesday, we're doing another episode of the Good Kraken podcast, and we're going to be talking about what's up with all of these delays. There's a lot of delays going on, everything from video games to movies, and we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about it. Wednesday, I was originally going to be doing some 7th Brevin, but I delayed my stream because I'm waiting for the new season in Destiny 2 to come out because there's some big things getting announced. So we will be doing another Vermilion Voyages with our very own Garrick Bartholomew Ayton, and he's going to be playing Cult of the Lamb. That will be at 7 p.m. West Coast time on Wednesday. Thursday, we're doing another Shipwreck Show live recording. And if you subscribe to us on Twitch, you can go over to our Discord channel where you can give us topics and questions to the show and hang out with us in our subs only chat. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I definitely recommend it.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, we have some good times in there. Definitely in that chill chat. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yep. The chill chat.
Friday, we're doing another Splash Damage episode of Multiverses Return.
Still spelled it wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Spelled it wrong.
I know. It's so funny. But that will be at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. I know DJ will be there. I know Ernell will be there. I might be there. Garrick will be there. It'll be a good time. Please let us know what you thought about I Am Groot. You can let us know in the comments over on YouTube or come to our Discord and we have a media chat that we can talk all about it. But for now, this has been an episode of the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. Yarg. There you go, DJ. There you go. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button. Beautiful bell.
Biggest red button.
Biggest of them all with a beautiful bell. Or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken ! And leaving a review there. Yeah. Until next time, check your Windows updates, y'all.
Yep, check those Windows updates. See y'all later.
Peace.